you're either going to walk out of this like a 5-year-old kid that just saw his favorite cartoon, or someone that might be pretty disappointed. It all depends on how you go into this, and that's what I want to talk about. Hey guys, welcome to my Masters of the Universe movie review. And let's go over that good, the stuff we should be prepared for, and also rate it using my super sophisticated 5-star rating system. It's that advanced, clearly. And please know, like many of you, He-Man was a huge part of my childhood. Those toys, the iconic 80s cartoon, not so much that freaking movie, no. But I'm happy to say, just like with Bumblebee, director Travis Knight understood the assignment here with Masters of the Universe. Can somebody please freaking call him and tell him to fix G.I. Joe? Yeah. And let's start with the obvious. Guys, this looks like the actual source material. Why do studios not understand? Just make it look like our childhood, bro. Yeah. Nicholas Galitzine? Nicholas Galaxy. Just, that works. Dude, he is awesome in this, trying to just discover the strength that he has inside. Even though in the beginning, he can get a little too silly and clumsy with the way, I get it, the movie wants to be like, oh, look how bad he was. Now he's got the power and look how great he was. But yeah, it was a little slapstick. You didn't have to do that much. Still, he was good. Dude, in the first transformation into He-Man, the kid in me was like, am I actually seeing this? It's like that. Idris Elba, he was great, obviously. I mean, yeah. And there's a solid cast here that knows how to embrace the cheesiness and silliness of their characters. Physically, they look great too. Dude, they used a lot of practical effects on Trapjaw. Bro, Trapjaw looks amazing in this. And the action scenes here are well choreographed and bro, they look great. Though you might have a hard time with Allison Brie in the beginning as Evil Lynn. Because where everyone sounds like they're from a different land far, far away, she just pulls up and sounds like she was ordering something from a Starbucks. She does get better as the film goes though. Speaking of voices, dude, Jared Leto as Skeletor. He goes to open his mouth for the first time and I'm like, oh, please don't suck, please don't suck. He starts talking and I'm like, yes! Then Evil Lynn says something for the first time and I'm just like, what? And dude, I thoroughly enjoy shitting on Jared Leto when he goes all like attention whore with his freaking roles like he did with Joker and House of Gucci, and he's just like, ooh, look at me. But I need to shut up here because Jared Leto did awesome as Skeletor. Not just the voice, because there is a lot more than you see from the trailer. There's a lot of fluctuating that works, bringing this into the big screen where the freaking iconic voice from the cartoon where he's like, me, you can't do that on the big screen, bro. It wouldn't have worked. He does well here, bro. He does. Because he also plays him as like that cheesy 80s character with the mannerisms and personality. Kind of menacing, but also snarky and fun and silly. It's the freaking cartoon. If I'm going to be honest, I think Skeletor kind of might have stolen the film. I'm not saying he's Heath Ledger in freaking Dark Knight. No, I mean, stop. But I love them on screen. And where Masters of the Universe really shines is when it's aware of what it is and how silly it is as an IP. From the character names, which is a really fun explanation to that I'm not going to get into, but it's great, to the unapologetic campiness of just the entire universe, dude. Now, going into some things that are kind of mixed here for me, a lot of people are praising the music here. That's fantastic, and I'm so happy that they love it. I was kind of mixed on this because there are some things that are like Highlander and some Queen. And dude, that's awesome because this is so Thor Ragnarok and Flash Gordon and Love and Thunder, Guardians of the Galaxy. So it works. But there's also some generic shit. And I keep fighting off the, Amazon Studios, like straight to streaming. No, it's not. It should be in the big screen. And that music that's like just generic, it just keeps going and going. And I'm just like, other people didn't find it generic. They loved it. And I hope you do too. And it's just my bad. Something else that feels a little straight to streaming is the CGI glaze that this film has, which I'm sure you saw in the trailer. It's not always there, but it's there. But in the movie's defense, this might have been playing into the 80s cartoon thing with the vibrant colors and the just music, yes. Now, something I think we should all agree on who's seen the film, and you should definitely prepare for if you haven't seen the film, is the humor, which is incredibly clever at times and kid-friendly, but also some pretty edgy adult humor too, and not like Disney under-the-radar humor. No, 8-year-old little Timmy is going to pick up on this just fine. And I'm fine with all of this. What I'm not fine with is that there's also quite a bit of humor that does not land. And it's okay that it doesn't land, but here's the thing. In Masters of the Universe, they like to stay and hang out with their jokes. So someone will make a joke, and then they'll just kind of hang out with the joke and be like, yeah, you saw the joke we did? Yeah. They do that a lot. And when it doesn't land, it's cringe. Like you can feel the movie sitting next to you and nudging you and be like, bro, you saw what a joke I just made? You saw what joke I just made? It really does feel like that. And at times it feels like Love and Thunder blended with bad Adam Sandler, and it's pointing it out to you, which in my defense would take anyone out of a movie. And believe me, bro, there were moments I was a total 5-year-old watching this film in love with it. And you get that bad joke with that bad streaming CGI with that generic music all combined. I'll snap out and be like, is this some shitty movie I should walk out of and just go see it streaming? But then it stumps back in and it's great again. There's just a lot of moments like that. I'm just warning you. But this movie does find its footing. And as it goes along, it does get better, especially in the third act. It just sucks because there are plenty of times where it feels like I'm watching a great movie and the film is more interested in making us laugh than it is in telling its story. There's also a bit of pacing issues sometimes because when characters like just stop to have a conversation, just kind of have that bonding moment, which is great, but it happens like a few times back to back to back. And you're just like, bro, this movie might be a little too long. And it is. It's 2 hours and 12 minutes, I think. You could have shaved off 20 minutes here, bro. Yeah. And that's the thing. The out of nowhere bad jokes with the pacing issues and some weird dialogue here and there. I think the flaws you might see in this film is a script that took years and years to finish and had like 8 guys work on it by the time it was actually done. And guys, in the end, Masters of the Universe is not a perfect film. It's got its flaws. But if you want to feel like a kid again and want to remember what Saturday morning cartoons felt like eating a big bowl of cereal, this movie was fun and it did its job. I haven't had kids cereal in a freaking decade or two, but when this is on streaming, I'm going to watch it again in my PJs eating a big ass bowl of fucking Fruit Loops, which is how it's meant to be seen. By the way, 3 post-credit scenes. Stay till the very freaking end. Yes. Guys, what did you think of Masters of the Universe? Let me know in the comments. Enjoy down-to-earth movie reviews and freaking trailer reactions? Dude, subscribe, hit the freaking bell so you know when I freaking post stuff. Thanks for watching.